The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WE Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege Season 4 qualifiers, powered by LG Ultragear in association with ACT Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games the Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host, Sam and Foxy, as we are here for the third game of the night, and that is going to be between Grind Gaming and Aztec Esports. The third game of tonight will also be happening on Cafe Dostoevsky, as we're here in the lobby waiting for Grind Gaming to join it in full. Just one member left, of course. Shouldn't take too long. Foxy, how do you feel on this fine evening?
I feel amazing, Blackjack. Thank you for asking. We'll be going into this match in just about a moment. Grind Gaming will be facing off Aztec Esports, a match that I've waited for the cast. In fact, it's because my boy Ashwit the Bunny is going to be playing on the side of Aztec Esports. Definitely something that I want to watch him play. But here's the thing: the last time Aztec Esports, that is not Aztec Esports, and it was a big nubs, in which Ashwit the Bunny happened to play on, as they happened to face Grind Gaming, and that was in the same map as well. Obviously, neither of them made it into through the qualifiers, but Big Nubs did take the fall. But now here they've got a new roster, and the name here is Aztec Esports. Indeed, let's see if they'll be able to stand up against Grind Gaming or not, as we'll be taking us Cafe. Speaking of rosters, let's take a good look at both of them. Logan Wolf, RZ Artist, Sid on the side of Grind Gaming. We're still waiting on the last connection from the player from GG's, while we have the side of Aztec Esports rocking KS, Owl, Ashwit Dabania, Neuron, and Mist. Just an amazing roster that both these teams rock. It only stands to see on who will be taking this matchup. Because mind you, this is indeed the slaughterhouse, as I like to call it, single eliminations up till the end of the qualifiers, until we have the top three going to take that spot, three spots in Division 3. Let's see who's going to be those teams. Definitely this time around the competition is way higher, and it's definitely very interesting. And it's something of the right off the bat is I haven't noticed one of the teams in the qualifiers happens to have a name called East India Company. That's so funny. I saw that yesterday while I was
Hold up.
exactly. I was giggling a lot, looking at the name. Really creative, whoever that is. If you're watching the stream, definitely very creative name, East India Company. Very funny indeed as well. But anyways, coming back to the game in hand, Grind Gaming will be facing off Aztec Esports. We did see two matches happen in the morning, evening, and well, quite the differential. Let's see how this match is gonna go. Let's not waste any more time, and we have the final teammate joined in. That is Kasamir Knight from the side of Grind Gaming. Let's not waste any more time and get right into the game Cafe. Aztec Esports will be facing Grind Gaming on this beautiful map, and let's see who takes it. Blackjack, the mic is all yours.
Thank you for that, Foxy. And of course, the match here has begun between Grind Gaming and Aztec Esports. And this match certainly looks like it's going to be a very fun one. Cafe Dostoevsky saving us, of course, from the tyranny that is an all clubhouse day that we had back in Season 3. It's certainly been a wild ride, so to speak, as we're already in the ban phase, and Aztec Esports are going to be the first ban. They will be taking out the Jackal of the board right there. And, standard ban, Jackal, with his Inox footprint scanner, can be quite annoying, although after that little gadget rework that he had, is less.
Looks like a little bit of internet difficulty that I'm having to face. Let me just quickly restart Discord here. There we go. When that happens, sometimes it's always these technical difficulties that happen to come in once in a while here and there. But now we're back. I hope Blackjack can hear me as well. I will be sharing my screen with him as well. Blackjack,
Yes.
do we just have a good mic check on your end?
All right. Of course, we're continuing with the ban phase right here. Montaigne and Mira are off the board for the side of Grind Gaming. And the last ban that we have on play from Aztec Esports is going to be the Valkyrie. All right. Fairly interesting bands right here. Jackal and Monte, not really surprising. Neither is the Mira. And Valkyrie, we know that she can exude a lot of map control and a lot of intel gathering with her black eye cameras. And of course, the MPX C4 combination goes very well along with. With that being said, we'll be moving on to round one nice and quickly on to third floor bar right here. And should be very exciting indeed. Of course, we had the introduction to both the rosters on this match before the match began itself, and now we are in, and we're just going to be in the six-pick phase, of course, as Neuron is going to go for the six-pick out of the Vigil into the Mozzie, bringing in just a little bit more intel gathering and intel denial from the side of the defense, while Sid 18, he's out of the Sledge into the Thatcher, who is, curiously enough, unbanned for this match on Cafe. Cafe and Clubhouse are definitely two maps where we see a lot of Thatcher bans. I mean, let's be real here, all the maps are maps where we see a lot of Thatcher bans. But he has been unbanned for 2 matches straight right now. The last match that we had on Clubhouse between Pluton Esports and Skybound Esports, the Thatcher was allowed to be in play in regulation, and we saw exactly how useful a good Thatcher support player can be. And looks like we might have a chance to see another shining example of how good a Thatcher support can be as well. All that out of the way, though, Mist playing the Jaeger, he's going to be very useful, of course, for holding down not just piano, but holding down a lot of areas that for the side of Aztec Esports. While Grind Gaming, they'll be well aware of that. They'll be trying to find the ADSs and take them out without any issue whatsoever. But 2 ADSs going down in Dark Spot, of course, knowing full well that there's going to be a Wamai sitting here. That's KS. He will be just holding that down with his Wamai charges being deployed to him over the course of the rest of the round. And Goya, in the meanwhile, staring at a blank wall, not really sure what he was doing right there, staring at the plaster for a quick second, you know, probably just contemplating how he got to this position, you know, what events led him to be here. But it's always a fun time, just, you know, watching some drywall. Ashrit, in the meanwhile, playing the smoke. He's put up some reinforcements and going to be holding down from inside his side with smoke canister shotguns as RZ. In the meanwhile, he has a punch hole through that garage wall, the soft wall that is, all the way towards the white hallway. Holding it down for the Zofia has gone for the rappel onto white corridor window. All right, this is an interesting one. Don't really see white corridor window being rappelled on too much from the side of any attacking team, but the Zofia has gotten off that rappel, of course, and is not going to be doing that anytime soon. There's a good reason for that, of course. The white corridor window that Womai is next to, it might give you a kill onto the defender in Dark Spot, but it is an angle that is pretty hard to hold, especially with 2 particular areas that can result in a kill for the attackers. Flashbangs are being thrown in towards side. They won't be caught by any extra Womai magnets because, of course, KS is yet to get his other one. He's going to be breaking down this toilet seat inside of the washrooms, trying to sit down in this particular area. There was still another operator repelling this particular window that he's looking at. But again, no kills confirmed just yet. Zofia's already inside the piano. He's trying to burn out the ADSs. He's got one. Is he going to be able to burn out the second one, though? He's going to need more flashbangs for that, but looks like the shield break is successful. KS is pulled back into washrooms in the meanwhile. He's going to hold this down. Meanwhile, there's East Window Rappel here on Cocktail Lounge. The window's been completely broken. Helped, of course, by the shots from Mist right there, the Jaeger. And he's, of course, going to be supporting Owl, the Goyo, who is sitting inside of Cocktail Lounge. In the meanwhile, shots are fired from the thermite from inside of cigar shops on the long angle towards Cocktail Lounge. But again, no kills being confirmed as the push is going to be happening from the entire west side of the building, from the side of the attackers. The Zofia reloading right next to KS. Once again, the Y in a very influential spot. He could very easily get a very, very big kill right now. Logan Wolf, I don't think he knows where the Y is playing, but there's a breach happening from Thermite on towards the cold room wall. He's going to get that open, and that is going to give them, the attackers, a long line of sight in towards Cocktail to hold on to. Canister comes out from smoke. RZ knows where the smoke's playing, of course. And Logan Wolf, he finally knows where the one is playing. That's inside the bathroom. He's going to go for the peek. He will. But no, he runs out. And so does the Thermite. KS with the double kill with support from his teammate from the YCS. And the IQ's unaware of where the woman is playing. RZ goes down. KS with the double kill as Artist finds a Neuron. And unfortunately, the Thatcher will win that gunfight. That is Sid, but he's the only one remaining, and he will not be able to do any damage farther as Mist is going to take him down. Sid unfortunately goes down, and Mist with a quick double kill to finish things off for the side of Aztec Esports on defense gives them round 1.
Quite the round from the side of defense over there. It did come down to the Wamai getting that triple kill. I'm not sure why he did not go for the knife when he picked that fight against the Thatcher. He was a little too invested into emptying his mag entirely on the body. But quite the round indeed coming in from the side of Aztec Esports, getting the first round on board while they happen to be on defense. Something you want to be doing. Definitely, yes. A good hole indeed. Kitchen and service entrance is where we'll be going to now, and more importantly, something I wanna point out over here: the fact that Grand Gaming invested a little too much time, in getting the drone works done, getting the breach done. When it did come down to pushing the defenders rather, the attack was not exactly channelized. It was not well done. Everybody happened to go in through the same doorway, and it did come down to winning that single gunfight against the Wamai, but none of them happened to convert. So that just happens to be a huge bummer in terms of how you want to attack a specific site. You want to make sure you overwhelm the defenders, and the attention is always separated. That does give you a whole lot more to work with. But we'll be seeing ourselves get into round 2 right now. This is going to come up with a castle barricade, and that's a nice rotation being made by Ashrid the Bunya. He'll be playing the smoking. Looks like he's back on the support ops. All will be bringing out the Jaeger, while the KS will be playing the Bandit this time around, not the Wamai. Interestingly. It's okay, we get it. Wamai is not exactly something you want to bring out unless you want to go for the bakery hold, but that is not something that we are seeing Aztec Esports do. First round on board, every sense to see if they'll be able to walk away with this match or not. Al will be implying a little bit more in terms of how he intends to hold this down with his ADSs and stuff. All right. Ashrit is getting himself some. I think what he's doing is prepping a good line of sight that he can throw his smoke babes from. That is not essentially a line of sight he can achieve, in a gunfight. But yeah, it's okay. We get it. Neuron will be up top. He's playing the Mozzie actually. All right, very interesting. This might be the turning point for Aztec Esports if they manage to make a good use of it. But here's the all right, here's the thing. The attackers have actually gone for a top floor drone play. Very interesting. Usually, I don't see teams being so methodical when it comes to qualifiers, but this is something that they'll be doing. He gets the hatch open. There is Neuron waiting in the trains area, but it's only a matter of time till he gets spotted. Not from that angle, though. A possible drop from Sid will get spotted out, but does he go for the drop or not is the real question. I believe he's demanding for some drones and intel to trade off. Artist will be up top, joining him as well. That's a Nomad. And I think the information has been traded away in terms of where the Mozzie's playing. If it hasn't, now it has. 2 drones have been taken out by the Mozzie himself, and this is essentially a spot you don't want to be playing when there's a sledge into play with a nade, mind you. A C4 goes up, but that's not going to connect anything. Then there's such a good room clear from the side of Grand Gaming. Not a way that the Mozzie could escape from it. Really well played. Even the C4 came to no avail. He tried his best, but Neuron just could not survive over there. He's gonna have to fall back. There's nothing else that he could do. But that does give all the while more time for the defenders to work with. 50 seconds on the board now, and the push from Bakery is happening as well. Al will be exchanging a few shots against the Thermite and the Ash here as they intend to make this push happen. Let's see if that's going to be the case or not. Still watching this angle. The push has come in from the Thermite. Owl does not know this. Oh, he's going to go for the peak. He's going to find one. Does he find 2? Yes, he will. Owl with the double kill onto RZ and Casimir. They go down. They take the fall, and Grind Gaming. The back of a beautiful drone clear, but not enough drone work being done on site. What is going on? That's 2 essential free kills for Owl, and very important indeed. That's a diffuser drop as well. We'll be seeing the Zofia make his way, and KS on the other end is going to find Artist. Does Owl find another frag? Yes, he will. That's a headshot and the triple kill from the Jaeger. Does he find the last frag? He's coming for it, but no. KS will be the one to convert that into a victory for Aztec Esports. They'll be walking away with round 2 as well. And boy, oh boy, Aztec Esports definitely coming alive with the kind of plays that they've been making. With that being said, 2-0, and we'll be going to round 3.
Round two was effectively the round for the German brothers right there, especially Aule. Sorry, I said Owl. Sitting in behind the bakery counter right there with the Jaeger and just being allowed to get away with it. Even the Zofia, afraid of the push from inside a prep room, decided to look away from the Jaeger, who was effectively just, a predator just crouching in the tall grass. And, well, we saw what happened right there. With that being said, second floor reading room and fireplace is going to be the site of choice as the Hibana is brought in place of the Thermite from Casimir Knight, and a Neuron brings in the smoke in place of the Mozzie. As Aztec, very, very strong indeed in these first two rounds. Definitely not looking to back down whatsoever.
Protect your bombs from being defused.
As reading, of course, slightly harder site to hold than bar and bottom floor. That's kitchen. But again, only remains to be seen how they perform on this defensive role right now. Grind Gaming, in the meanwhile, they definitely need to pull up their socks, tighten the belt, and get going. They need to get going. If they allow Aztec Esports to run away with this match, then unfortunately, it won't be the kind of GG they want. That's for certain. Neuron making some lines of sight for that matter, on the two soft walls that he has for himself, well, three soft walls technically speaking, that he has for himself inside of Fireplace Hall. And KS in the meanwhile setting up Cigar Lounge hold once again for himself, piano as we like to call it of course, because of the gigantic piano next to the double window right there on the southwestern side of the room. Logan Wolf in the meanwhile, Sophia with the M762 on a very nice looking black colored hollow, mind you. As going to be making his way towards the building. Artist in the meanwhile going up all the way to the roof. Again, it all comes down to really how Grind Gaming managed to get their drone works in, get the intel denial in, the push, really. They need to push a little harder than they did in the last round. They had the idea of sorts being methodical with the roam clear as Artist drone gets taken out by the Jaeger, who was spotted, of course, inside of Cocktail Lounge, all the way on the eastern end of the building. Artist, the Nomad, putting down an air jab all the way towards on the red stairs, top of red stairs, on the railing, the stone railing right there. Meanwhile, there is a rappel on the Whiskey Wind, and a one tap comes out. That's it right there onto KS. A big kill right there. The Wamai is down, and that will be piano control relented entirely from the side of Aztec Esports. They did not need to have Wamai go down so quickly, but they will, as the other defenders sitting on Cocktail Lounge and White Corridor are going to be spotted as well. Barricades are being broken as the Jaeger and the Goyer are going to decide to drop down, relent top floor control entirely to the side of Aztec Esports, deciding instead to focus their efforts inside a site. Looks like the Jaeger managed to pick up an ADS of his too, as the Pulse is going to be going with his cardiac sensor to try and find where these attackers are sitting. He sees one. He's going to go for the C4. Will he get it? Will he get it? Yes, he will. That's RZ off the board, equalizing the man count very quickly indeed. And missed with a beautiful play, using the Pulse's utility to perfection, really. Another C4 from Goyo, not quite as great. Owl, unfortunately, will be missing that C4. He's going to go for the Vector play. Lights up the Hibana a little bit, but Casimir is alive enough, of course. And there's a drop from Laundry, but the refrag is in as well. Neuron with the kill onto Owl. Logan, who got the kill onto Owl, making it a 2 versus 3. There's a push from the reading room door, the library door, that is, from Pillars. That is your Hibana right there. Smoke canisters go out towards the white stairs corridor, white stairs hallway, red carpet hallway. As the drop is also in from the Nomad with the diffuser, pushing library as well. The sludge is inside of Laundry though, and that is Sid with the double kill. It's all down to Ashrith, who needs to do something about this 1v3 he seems to have found himself in. He's going to go for the long rotate, but there is somebody in blue Pillars, and he will get him. Whiffs his shots just a little bit. But now he's got to make the rotate happen. There's a sledge. He sees him. But does he get the kill? Not quite. Shots are being fired from inside his side as well. He's in a post-plant situation. Pistols out. Will he get this kill? He needs to get either one. Either one works. But there is the vertical lines inside being used by the sledge right now. He's trying to go for a bamboozle, but will he find this kill? No, he will not. The Nomad will win. Unfortunately, Arshrit misses a few too many shots. And Artist will be the one to finish things off. Grind Gaming definitely pulled up their socks, just as I said in the early round, getting an attacking round in for themselves. Round 3 goes to them, and they are officially underway.
Quite the whiff shots from from the Jaeger over there, definitely. A little bit too much, in fact. But that was not enough to secure the round for them. And round 3 does go to Grind Gaming. Now, this matters will be the climb that the attackers need to make it happen. Round 4 will be underway. A possible equalizer does come in from GG as well. Let's see if that is going to be the case or not as we proceed into this round. Once again, bar and cocktail lounge will be employed by the defenders. And let's see if Grind Gaming happen to win this one or not this time around. I hope they've listened to what we are saying. Obviously they cannot listen to us, but yeah. The fact that they're being a little stalled in terms of how they're trying to attack it, and working on solo plays is not something you expect to work out. At least not in this game. At least not on Rainbow Six Siege, and that is why Grind Gaming has got to make sure they keep their socks tight to make sure that their laces are up and running. Well, got to make the run for it sometimes, and you got to win in fights. Let's see if that's going to be the case this time around or not. AS an entire mag on the drone. He's gonna spot it eventually and take it out. All playing the Goyo this time around. Looks like that is what they want to be employing. They did bring up the Goyo, mind you. That is obviously on the site of downstairs reading room and stuff. But yeah, this time around Goyo will be employed on top. C4 connect from Goyo could have been a change, last round, but this time around, nah, just that. Take a quick look at the scoreboard. Sid will be top fragging, really well done. In fact, the man has amount 4 kills for himself, and that is in fact the highest work done for the side of the attackers. Once again, they're making sure that they get their nomad charges and air jabs right. Sid will be rapid once again, same angle that he's employed before. A possible one tap that he's trying to find once again. Let's see if we're able to do that or not. Gonna spot the shield. He's gonna spot the Woma in just a moment. Any moment now. There we go. A nice alignment for his crosshair to make sure that he finds the Woma the moment he makes a mistake in KS. He'll be all the while more careful in terms of how he intends to play this out for himself. Gonna move back and not gonna be found by anyone. In fact, Mist takes a few shots. Body that's going to be from the Zofia that's rattled up there. But the Ash is what is making the push happen. Just gonna fall back. Is there somebody else creeping up? I did see. And that was just one of the defenders, I believe. Yeah, there's nobody. There we go. It's just an outline that I got confused from. That was the Ash indeed, but she was outside the map, not inside. Yes. We'll still be seeing him. Look at this angle. It's tall point. Once again, like I said, the attackers, they've definitely invested a little too much time. Will they be able to convert on it or not? 4 men side to side. 5 men side to Sikar, in fact. Crossfires from the side of Aztec look perfect as well. Will the might be able to make some plays happen this time around or not? He's just going to fall back. The mute charge comes out, but the mute gun comes out, and that's going to claim the life of Logan. Here, Zofia once again being very, very ecstatic, not really working out the way it's supposed to. He's going to lose their life. Logan goes down a little too early for my liking. Casimir, the Habana, is going to make this push happen. Does she find somebody? Oh, the Woma to spot him. Going to try and land his shots in. Yes, she will. Ashud the Bunny is going to take the fall, but the refrag is right back in from Mist. Does not find any more kills, so it's a 3 versus 4. In fact, in the favor of the defense. Mist does get spotted out, and Sid is holding a really good angle with the diffuser in hand. Mind you, Mist should not be going for the peak because that would just equalize the man count for the side of the attackers. But the equalizer almost comes in. Artist does light up Neuron quite a bit. RG is a little too close to Freezer. Will be making this push happen. He's going to get spotted out. KS finds the frag, and RZ will do that. And a double for RZ. In fact, a really good play from the Ash over here. He does not get spotted out, not yet. Mist, who does know that the rotation did come in. Oh, he's not aware, but he's still going to find that first shot with the flick from Mist on the Jaeger. Look at that play. Really well done from the Jaeger over here. Finds a frag and finds another track. The man. He worked out for Aztec Esports. Will be taking us to round 5. Still in their favor. 3-1 is the scoreline.
3-1 is the scoreline, and Aztec on the defense right here, taking Cafe, not quite by storm, mind you. If they had a few more rounds on board, I'd say that. But they haven't done too badly for themselves either. 3-1 in the early game. It's definitely a common scene in the qualifiers. You have a team taking the lead quite early, but then you sometimes you get the opponent teams, their counterparts, that is, pulling something rather special. Now, whether or not Grind Gaming will be able to do that remains to be seen, as the SAS are brought in. Sid out of the Sledge into the Thatcher, and Neuron out of the Mozzie into the Mute. We are going to second floor kitchen, and this should be very interesting indeed to see whether or not Grind Gaming are able to change up how they approached, of course, second floor. First floor kitchen. Because the last time we came here for the side of Aztec Esports, Grind Gaming tried to go for a roam clear, didn't really work out. They stalled for time way too much, tried to gain as much intel as they could. They failed at doing that because the Jaeger was allowed to play inside of the counter in the bakery counter for far too long. They didn't even have intel on him for that matter. They just proceeded to run in, get taken out, diffuser was dropped, and really just was not Grind Gaming's round at all. If they, of course, repeat those same mistakes, then well, I wouldn't really know what to say. But Aztec, they definitely will be capitalizing on any mistakes that the side of Grind Gaming make, if at all. Meanwhile, we've got the castle strat once again coming in inside a small bakery, but the rotate's a little wonky. He's gonna ask Miss to finish up, to clean that up just a little bit. There we go. The super short is gonna do it nice and easily. And KS is gonna reinforce, well, not reinforce actually. I don't think, wait, do they have a reinforce or do they want to leave that unreinforced? I feel like they want to leave that unreinforced in case of a quick rotate. Either that or there was a miscounting in terms of how many reinforcements the team had. I think anything could have happened, of course, as Neuron is going to make his way down from third floor. He's trying to make his way quickly down to the first floor, and he will be able to make that escape nice and quickly. Ushered in the meanwhile, first floor of VIP, holding down the push from White Stairs, the White Corridor that is. And once again, Grind Gaming going for that extended roam clear all the way down from third floor, making sure they have every single hallway, every single room and corridor of second and third floor in their lines of sight. And then it should be absolutely fantastic to see how they evolve, how they adapt going into the rest of this round. KS just sitting around in reception, this time with the bandit, of course, as gonna go on intel devices really quickly, make sure to spot whatever he can, but there's only 2 default cams alive, as there's a Thatcher being used as well on to the bakery area, and there's a breach happening from the Hibana onto that single reinforcement on the prep room wall. But again, are they aware of the Jaeger playing in this area? I assume they are this time around, because the ADS will have tipped them off of the fact that there is a defender in this place. But again, as the run from the Thatcher is heard out by Owl, he's gonna go for the peek, and oh dear me, Sid! Unfortunate mistake by him, as he will be taken out by that man, and Miss is gonna find one as well. And now the Logan Wolf is trying to find where KS is playing. That's by Coach Check the reception. But there is Miss to take him out, but he gets refragged onto by Artist, while Casimir Knight goes down to Neuron. It's all down to Artist, and he will lose the fight against the Bandit as well. KS coming in to get the last kill from Coach Check. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is once again first floor kitchen going in the favor of Aztec Esports. They are now starting to rev up the storm, as they say. 4-1 is the scoreline, and we are on the last round before roll swap.
Indeed, last round before the roll swap, and Aztec Esports looking very strong. Let's see if they'll be able to take this advantage that they've made for themselves further, as the roll swap will come into play after this round, obviously. But here's the differential. Going back to reading room and fireplace hall, this did not turn out in the way they wanted it to the last time. Will we see Grind Gaming walk away with this round? Will that be a 4-2 as we walk into roll swap, or will we see Aztec Esports take this 5-1 on round 7? Let's see. Let's see how that stuff is going to go down as we go ahead with round 7 is underway. When running is all right. Just a little bit of appreciation sentiment for my spectacles that I just got. It's so good to watch the world in HD, high definition. I can see everything. It feels so good. That out of the way. We'll be seeing Ashrit Banya come up with the clash. All right. Wants to play the clash this time around. That means they intend to stall out the push that happens on the top floor. The last time Ashrit was playing Jaeger did not work out for them, and more than that, it was just a whiff shots frenzy. You know, it was just the Jaeger trying to find whatever he could, but unfortunately, he did not find much. That out of the way, all will be playing the Goyo once again. That means a double C4 or triple C4 is into play. They will be on side, most probably. That is what I believe. That is what should go down. Well, let's see. Let's see how that is going to be. We'll still be seeing Ashrit just going to play upstairs. The clash is definitely going to be the differential. They've got the reinforcements done correctly this time, unlike last time around. they had that little wall open, you know, that did give so much more space for the attackers to just cut off rotations. But this might just be the differential that they need for themselves. There's a little bit of a communication is going down. Looks like they've Goyo's shield placement is not done right, but you might wanna pump the brakes on it, or actually pump the fluid on it, because now attackers have already made their way on towards the side of ADS. Perfectly placed Logan will be employing his lifeline. That is going to burn out all of the ADS, and the shield should get claimed. No, no, a double ADS is what is being employed. Logan does not spot that trace of the counter of the ADS coming in, and that is exactly why all of the lifelines will go to waste. Really good positioning from KS on the Jaeger of those ADSs. And going ahead, we're still seeing Thatcher hold this down. There's a Goyo waiting for them. All that is, he's got the C4 to play with, but at least as of now, it's going to play with his gun instead. The shield does get taken on. I'm not sure. I believe that was RZ's Ash shots that happened to take the shield out, but that is, there's another shield we've got to worry about. But this time around, it's going to be on an operator. In fact, still watching this angle, a few shots being taken, and the Zofia is pushed up fully close. Does all know this? What is he doing? He's not going to convert that into a frag, and now Ashwit in a really bad spot. But the C4 does come alive. He's going to come with the swirly twirly. He's going to win the fight. Ashwit the bunny with the clutch plays, but he gets shut down from the Ash right back. And the knife does come in, though that's enough damage already done for the side of the attackers. Still seeing Hibana trying to find any frag, but the C4 goes out. That's not going to claim anything. Missed the man with the C4 that is on the pulse. Still seeing a possible side hold coming from these two defenders, while KS will be watching for anybody trying to drop down from the pillars down the main doorway for reading. Neuron has got himself the SMG-11. Missed will see the white hallway as well. There's a white stairs, in fact. Does he convert that into a frag as the round has come to a stall point? Casimir, I believe he knows where the Jaeger is playing. Oh, yes, he does. The barrel is what I believe that did get spotted out. And Hibana wants to go for this push. Does she convert this into a kill or not? She will have to. She's got the diffuser. She will. And a nice headshot comes in onto KS. Jaeger takes the fall, but do they have enough time to make this push happen? 20 seconds left, and one of the defenders' position is being given away. That means Neuron will have to relocate himself. And that does not leave with a whole lot more space to work with. Mist is just trying to bait somebody out. He's going to find a headshot. It's all down to the Hibana. She's not going to win as well. Not to finish that up. And round 6 goes to Aztec Esports, as they will be walking away into role swap with almost a flawless role swap. That is a 5-1 advantage that they've made for themselves. Let's see if Giant Gaming can still keep this up, as now they'll be going to defense. Definitely there's some room that they can work with, but will they make a 4-round comeback happen? Will we go to the equalizer? Will we see the side of Aztec Esports take us to match point? Blackjack, thoughts on that?
Well, I would like to say for a fact that Bikini would be proud for that clash play. Beautifully done on the third floor right there, stalling the attackers. Just like you said, Foxy, bringing in the clash. The main idea was to stall the attackers as much as possible, and they did that absolutely brilliantly. And now, of course, going into role swap, Aztec Esports are sitting at a massive advantage. 5-1 on Cafe on defense. Well done to them. But now it's going to be a little tougher. They are going to be attacking third floor bar, and Grind Gaming are going to be on the defense this time around. Noah might, curiously enough, Artist is going to be bringing in the Maestro instead, and RZ with the Legion. Looks like they want to prepare for, in case Aztec Esports get just a bit too comfortable and decide to rush in. The Legion, of course, being part of that anti-rush defender squad, if you will. But we won't be having any Capcan or Frosts inside of the lobby, so, you know, it's going to be him on his lonesome for that matter. Meanwhile, there's a Bandit in play from Casimir Knight, once again just to hold down this Cigar Lounge wall with his Bandit batteries. At the very least, expend an EMP or two from the side of the Thatcher, because thanks to the existence of Whiskey Window right behind him, Whiskey Window right next to that wall, he can't actually Bandit trick there, and the software as well. You know, that's a position that's far too vulnerable for him to do that, as Logan Wolf is going to be busy setting up a coconut bra spot. That is, of course, through the Cocktail Lounge little desk right there that's meleeable, all the way towards the other Heaven balcony on the eastern end, on the western end of the map. There you go. He's got it nice and set up for the new Heaven hatch drop, as just finishing setups from the side of Grind Gaming. They're making sure that they have everything in play. But They've got to, you know, just make sure that they get their communications in, make sure that Aztec Esports aren't allowed to push in easily. Will they be able to? That is what remains to be seen. Looks like Aztec are trying to take this a little chill. There we go. Not even using or thinking to use the EMP for taking out at least one of those bandit batteries. That's more than enough for Mist to make his breach done. He gets a goo mine in his shin for his trouble, but nothing too perilous. He can just take that out because he's got his friends, his teammates, covering him on the red stairs. Although Mist is, of course, the man with the diffuser, he's got to be careful of that. But KS finds RZ in the meanwhile. That is the Legion off the board, and that's a pretty big kill. The late game punish won't quite be there. Casimir takes a bit of damage as well. There's no shield here in the dark spot. It's just a bandit trying to hold us down. Shots are being fired in his direction. Flashbangs are being thrown in, as the Doc is also in just a little bit of trouble. Sid, of course, is in a much better spot than Casimir is. He'll have to heal up his fellow right here. But Casimir just has to go down wide stairs instead to hold down this hallway in front of him. Sid, in the meanwhile, has overhealed himself. A drone has gone into his bathroom, actually. It's the Ash, that's Neuron in here as well. And now the breach into Cold Room is being done by the Thermite. Really well done from Aztec Esports. Nice and quickly. But will they find the Doc who's prone on the table here on Cocktail Lounge? He actually gets off the table for that matter, speaking of the Doc. But Logan Wolf still holding down. But Casimir Knight finds one that's thrown off the board. The Ash is down. It's a 4 versus 4. Will the Doc find one more? No, he's going to get taken out instead. So many shots whiffed as Owl takes captain. Okay, never mind. No names here. We're not taking names on the kill feed. We are taking bodies and taking victory rounds instead. And that is exactly what Aztec Esports are doing. Round 7 goes to them in such a quick and emphatic manner indeed. And they are now on match point 6-1.
Oh boy, Aztec Esports definitely bring the guns alive, taking this match 6-1 already. Will they be able to win this 7-1? This will indeed be one of the most definitive victories that we've seen today, as the other matches went a little bit, 7-4, 7-3, not exactly in so much differential. But if Aztec Esports happens to win, that is a huge if. Is Grand Gaming happen to win over whatever they're trying to do? It's, Grand Gaming not exactly something you see on a usual scale. You happen to have some methodical stuff being done, some standard stuff, and etc. Let's see how things are going to go down. Casimir United has brought the Wamai this time around. But more importantly, a very good and a very methodical sweep from the attackers. Got to give them that. They made sure that they got their maximum, map control done. And more importantly, they made sure that every single angle was covered. All the insurance they needed. They went for the plan, but they didn't even have to do a whole lot more. They were very methodical, very slow, very steady, but you know how the saying goes, slow and steady. They win the race, at least in the last round. Going ahead, we will be seeing round 8 come up. Let's see if this might as well be a last round that we might see. It's all up to Grand Gaming, to be very honest. It does come down if they really want play this on right or not. Artist will be bringing out the Maestro cans as well, and he's just going to make sure that the denial should be on point this time around. Let's see if that is something they want to imply on or not. Casimir Unite, the Wamai, has brought up the shield once again, but not exactly a position you want to be playing on with the shield, because I think we'll find out the because very soon. I don't want to justify it. Let's see what happens. We don't really see an emphasis in terms of soft breach from the side of the attackers. That means the Ash charges, the Zofia charges will be used to take down the hatches. And they have been, in fact, already. Early drone work to deny any kind of aggression coming in from the side of defense, playing on paintings area, etc. Standard work, classic stuff, nothing of that from the side of defense. Doc will be holding this long angle from heaven onto the new hatch drop that he's trying to watch. Did he spot the drone? Oh, he didn't. Alright, Sid. He does get spotted, fine, he does spot the drone, but the drop down has already happened from the side of the attack. The breach will happen as well, and the Wamai will be watching this angle. Does he get spotted out? Is a real question. KS will be watching that counter angle as well. He's got a really good, this is a good angle indeed. Now, with the soft breach that you happen to do on the Whiskey minibar, But does that convert or not? It only stands to see. Ashwin is gonna get the barbed wire done, and the EMPs goes out. That does get caught out by one of those ADS. So Ashwin lights up the Jaeger quite a bit. Could have found the head if he was a little faster, but no. No, oh, Ashwin. He tries to go for the connect. It's not gonna connect though. KS meanwhile is gonna find Casimir Knight. Is that a down? No, that's a Maestro just watching. Oh, that's the dog watching from the pixel angle. Gonna get the Maestro drone on. Oh, he's gonna find it. Yes, he will. That's a good user utility, but the shots don't connect once again from the Thatcher. Sid is gonna find that frag. He's gonna heal himself back up and fall back as well. Neuron making to make this push happen, but on is the man who's trying to get the peek in, and it'll be KS from downstairs who'll get that frag. RZ meanwhile is gonna find KS from downstairs as well. That means there's only 2 defenders left on site. Oh, make that only 1. Oh, never mind. I thought the kill came in. Yes, it did. Only 1 defender left on side, and that's it. Maestro, who's gonna take the fall as well? It's all on RZ, 1 versus 3 that he's got to make this clutch happen if he wants to have himself or his team a surviving round, but that's not the correct pre-fire, my man. You were right the first time around, but just not on point. Let's still go up. He's gonna find the Claymore. He's gonna get it as well. There's somebody waiting right in his arms. There's a double Claymore, in fact. He's got to worry about, and he's gonna meet the Zofia and his death as well. Aztec Esports will be finishing this matchup on round 8 with a scoreline of 7-1. And what a match this has been on Cafe. Quite the play that we got to see from Aztec. Very well played indeed. 7-1, that's the scoreline, and that is indeed the 3rd game for tonight. Still got 1 more coming up, but meanwhile, before that, Blackjack. Thoughts on how this match went through?
Absolutely well played to Aztec Esports. 7-1 in their favor. A brilliant way to start off their journey in Season 4. And quite the way to start off Season 4 itself. We've had quite the set of matches so far. The first game that we had between Seven Sky and Sage Elites, excuse me. It was Sage Elites' victory on 7-4 on Clubhouse. Then we had Pluton Esports versus Skybound Esports. Skybound won 7-3 on Clubhouse as well, obviously. And now on Cafe Dostoevsky, Aztec Esports taking Grind Gaming to the cleaners. And 7-1 is the scoreline that we'll be finishing on. But finishing this match, not the night, because we've got 1 more game to come up. That is a Last Warning versus Almost Walkover. Quite the play with names there, Last Warning and Almost Walkover. Kind of goes well. Kind of catchy right there. But that is the match that is coming up. A very exciting match indeed, as we'll be right back on the other side of this break. Stay tuned.
Summer's gonna fire some shots downrange. He's not to be a complete leverage setup. There's one guy sitting behind the Aquabar, and he's gonna get fired. He has no idea they're actually right next to him. Ash plant. The smoke's gonna connect behind that. That's gonna give away Smoke's position. The Ash is gonna push in. She does not know the Smoke's front, but she's gonna get him as well. And this is a complete collapse from the side.
Oh dear.
PM. Oh my god. What just happened? From the side of Stoner, that's going to be Linpoint resto of the board. It's all down to Adelaide. She has a minute. He has a minute, my bad, to make this happen. It's probably been called out that Maestro is inside garage, and yes, Adelaide takes him out. He used it to get 2 kills. Hiban is going to be using the flashes and probably going in for a plant. It's going to be a default plant, so Stoneheart might just be able to deny it from downstairs. As he sees the legs, he's going to fire some shots, but no, it's going to be called out. That plant's going to be going down, and it's right cash. The flashbang comes out as bandits be flashed. Adred does not make good use of it as he lands some shots onto Stoneheart, and he's going to be 1 health as Adred clutches it successfully for
Invalid is going to take Kingu out. Excuse me, he's going to be taken off the board by Kingu. As it is a 2v2 right now. The plant is coming off from Cresta once again. Maestro's pushing up metal, and Kingu's trying to push up the rotate. And Maestro's going to deny the plant with the last 5 seconds of the round. He's going to fire 4 shots, and the Aldo will connect onto Adorate. And Maestro with the clutch for his team, denying the diffuser, getting the last kill, will give Shining Heroes round 6. smoke canister as well as 50 seconds left in the round. And Neverdam have to push. It's now or never for them, as without getting the plant off, they won't be able to extend the round timer. Choco's going to look to go in, but he's going to get one. That is Zetas on the board as Zetas took down Sam. And Mojo's going to get one. That's Cooking. That's a 2v2 suddenly. He has to go to the plant right now with cover from Choco, and that's what he will be doing. As Lem is going to try and push in, but there's no space there for cover. He's going to find the smoke. Do a lot of damage, but the castle is still here. The plant is going off. It has gone off for that matter. And now it's a 2v2 in the post plant. It's a 1v2 for that matter. All down to Killen with the castle of the UMP. He won't be able to do it, as Neverdamage will make the plays happen for themselves and take CCTV on round 9. Right there, he's going to take down Nanny using a bullet hole piece right there. The Womack gets the kill. The slice goes down as well. That's Flanker taking down Mike, as Royce is taking down Cruising in the meanwhile. The reflag had happened. The Ash charge away as well. As looks like, oh, he's going to get one. The Thermite goes down as well as he makes the rotation. And Flanker's going to get another one. That's a triple kill for the Legion right here. What is the man doing? He is ripping through Virtual Fire's attack. And Viper seems to be the only one remaining for the side of Monka's. At the door of Workshop, or Servers as you will. There's a runner come from Lusty Boy, but no, that's going to be the distraction, Mikey, because Flanker gets the 4K through the window of Supply Room. It's a 1v2 right now, and Nanny has to try and make a 1v2 happen for his team, but will he be able to? The Jackal sitting on the red carpet hallway. He doesn't even have the fuser, and only so much time left for him, as the Clash is going to be shocking away, chipping away at his HP, leading him towards the Kite for the eventual kill, as Jackal's going to go for the piece. The Kite's hiding, and that is Dash right here, as Jackal wants to make this play happen. He's going to shot from Nanny. He's going to connect, knifing the Clash and getting the headshot while trying to ADS on Kaid's head. What? A very close game right here. Doc is sitting way too close to the gym bedroom door as Bucky made his way in to bathroom. And Notorious gets a double. That's Ninja Freak, and you're not ready to clear down. It's all down to the 3v2 right now, as Notorious might just make a clutch happen for Steve. Snow's flanking. Rotating back up the main stairs, and Doc's gonna find another one. Notorious with a triple kill. He might just find the Zotac. No, he will be taken out accordingly. As it's down to the 1v2 for the Legion. Vortex is he took one, and oh, what a shot from Snow right there. He gets the double onto Rats and Vortex, despite being stunned and going prone on the main stairs. He will get the kill for his team.
In the life of the castle, that is Jason out of the board. Mechox is going to get another. What a play from the Sledge over here. Is definitely shutting down Union Gaming, but Hypotish is here to cover while the plan is going down. It's all down to the Jaeger now. Fagels has to clutch this out. He gets one kill. That is the Mechhawks. The kill machine shut down. That's another one. That is on to next. Who does he find the third? Yes, he does. And one clutch coming in from Fagels. A 1 versus 3 from the Jaeger, and that is going to put the equalizer on board for Union Gaming and make this a 4-4 in nobody's favor.
Sound off in the chat. I know I've asked this question before, but I'm curious to see if anybody's changed their what they play. Oh, the double spawn peak comes out from Blank and Fatals right there. The French boys coming to play for Union Gaming. Another defender up there. That looks like the Rook. Yep, there we go. Blank is going to get that headshot onto Chu and insta-healed by his French friend. And the run out from, okay, that's Fatals. Will he find this over? He does! And that's a double kill for the Jock right there. He also sees the Hibana and takes it. And Union Gaming with a flawless round off the back of some insane plays from the Doc and the Rook, Fatals and Blank, as they are going to take match point by winning round 10. These will come down any second now. Yep, there we go. The counter defuse is coming in from the Echo. Monty's made his way very close, but the Buck is here to deny. He's going to find two. He's going to down one, of course, and that is Beaver getting the kill. But no, the Skeleton Key comes out, and will he find the Goya? Yes, he will. A triple kill for Blank. He's on round for the ace, and he will get it. Blank on the Buck with the ace to give the round to Union Gaming. Is going to win out round 4 right here, off the back of a very fast plan from the Monty, surviving a C4 as well. Of course, the Echo out there, and oh, that was a C4 throw. That did not connect. Then he's gonna find Mute, and oh dear me, Beaver, he does find Jesus, but Skipper goes down. And as I was saying, Beaver nearly took down his own teammate. Skipper has gone down, but the Wamai goes down. That's Beaver taking another one for himself on the JV, and the Maverick pushing up to him. The IQ is coming in as well for the kill, and both of them are coming in for that matter, as Buck is now gonna go for a plant in a different position, and the Echo exposes himself, and there we go. Beaver will take the kill onto Blank, and Vector Sports will win round 7 right here.
that man. The revive has come in for Kingfish. Danu is going to be holding down here while Mello is going to get two for his all right for himself as Mello with the all-down, not stopping. He's going to get three. Mello, what are you doing? He's going to get Enigma with a quick headshot. It all comes down to Kingfish and Mello with the 4K.
Well there.
Whoa, all right, Maestro. Alrighty then. Mello not stopping. Totally not Mello here. Goes to that doorway. Heartless. He's gonna take out the Maestro Cam. Easy peasy for him, but the push comes in, but he's gonna get caught out. Ash is here to try, and alright, the plan is already gonna go down. Beat up with the plan on the reinforcement that Ash now. That is gonna be the Thatcher. He knows he's got a really good line of sight. He's on the rappel game. He gets Ethan. Still got two more defenders to cut through. Defense got to make sure they play this right. Ash on the triple kill. Does he get the quad onto the bandit? That is Baba Yaga. He's got to play this right. He's got to get the rappler. Where's the rappel game? It's going to be a little too far off, and that is that point 8. Go to match point.
With the double for himself, as it is all down to Maestro. Enigma on the Evil Eyes and the Alda. He knows somebody's pushing small office, and he's got to try and make this play happen for his team. He sees he can stop. The Alda will win. That's the first kill for him. In a 1v2 situation now, as the plant is finally going down. He's going to focus on Blackbeard, but he has to focus on the plant, and he will be doing that. But Eddie downs him. The diffuser is down, and it is all down to Blackbeard ready to play against the Maestro with the Alda. He's going to cross over with the friend with the no, he just has a diffuser, but he's going to peek, and he'll be taken up by Enigma, who gets the 1v3 clutch for Zilla Sports right here. What a play from the Maestro with the Evil Eye downing the Hibana on the plant.
So many drones are getting dispatched and a few pre-fires coming as well. But he's going to lose that fight to Killen and a really swift take. He's actually holding down to this very shot as well over here, and she's going to get dispatched as that is a Zofia. The double kill so far. And so many flashbangs being caught out by the Magnet. And look at that peek from Killen. He's going to punish Royce for a very little speed. Killen is going to get one. He's going to get the quad kill for himself. Killen, what are you doing? He gets the ace. What a way to start off this match here. Hoffman Esports. What a play from Killen here. He's going to drop bodies left, right, and center as he secures the first round for Hoffman Esports. Seeing Sam trying to maneuver himself back while Vinci is going to get himself a frag on the SMG 11. The C4 goes out. That claims a life, but Dopop is going to refrag onto Vinci. It's a 1 versus now. Dopop is very low on HP. He knows he's got to make this clutch happen. He pushes in and he loses that fight. Oh boy, Never Diamonds are finally going to go to match point.
There to provide support to his teammate. C4 also misses. The diffuser is already being planted. Diffuser being planted. 20 seconds left. Will immediately take out Hexes. Will he finds the third? He doesn't. Thermite will eventually go for the refrag. We still see Goyo taking out Thatcher. And it now is just all down to Crown the Clown with just 5 HP remaining. Prone from the Goyo. Immediately finds the head of Pulse. But Goyo will be there to immediately capitalize it. But he still has a lot of time. Does he have it? Does he? Open Esports. Side and quickly this point can go in the favor of Level 0 Esports because Jittery and Daggerfist are the only 2 players from Team Quantum G1. Will they be able to find a miracle down here for Team Level 0 Esports, stating that this site is from the reading room. IQ hoping to get for the pre-fire, and Jittery will immediately get the headshot from Slayer, and he'll immediately get Envy and gets a double kill. Jittery on fire. Are you kidding me, Jittery? Another kill taking out Veneno, and still it's all down. Like it's equalized. Both of them has the same player. It's just Mighty, Sexy K, and Daggerfist and Jittery to close this one out. He doesn't even see Daggerfist and immediately gets a kill on Mighty. What is going on? It's all down to Sexy K. I just can't believe. I really can't believe Mighty did not even see Goyo. Jittery with the final kill, immediately taking out Sexy K as they will finally get the win on round 5. And that too, it is a 4K on Jittery and a misplay from Team Level 0 Esports.
This is of course one of the key positions that a Blackbeard can hold. And there we go, the incandelas are being thrown in, the smokes are going out, but no! It's gonna be denied instantly from Aniket, who's gonna get Skipper and Rips right here. The Echo is absolutely insane. As he shut down 2, he's gonna get a 3rd, and that is a triple kill for the man himself. The plant is still going down, mind you. Sora on the capital will be able to get it off, and he's gonna be teamed alone. No Beaver. He's gonna end up taking taking out the planter himself, as it is all down to Beaver to try and redeem himself in a 1v3 situation. He's got the, oh, he gets the hammer out, but no, to no avail. Aniket's gonna get a quad for himself, and the counter needs to go off. On the main door, who's still running, but no, Slayer doesn't know that there's one on main stairs. He's gonna be taken out, but the reflex comes in from Hyperdition. He's gonna finish with the C4, and that is Mighty off the board. Excuse me, Mighty taking Hyperdition off the board. As more shots are fired, Mighty takes a few shots, but no, he connects right there onto shot. There's one more in bar, one more pushing the side door. He's gonna find the one in bar. He does. That's a triple kill for the Bandit. True is off the board, and Phoenix trying to take a Bandit out is unfortunately gonna be facing a 4 versus 2. Massive disadvantage, and oh no, the Thermite could be taken out in a second, but no, Bandit goes the wrong way. Thermite tries to pre-fire, but no, he'll be taken out as well. Mighty with the run out, getting the kills for his team. As Rax is gonna find Deathmar. That's a big kill right there. The buck is off the board, and that's one aspect of the vertical gameplay and run clear removed from the side of TEC Esports. In the meanwhile, Hibana's opened up a little line of sight, I think, on the wall and freeze. And oh, Rax is going to connect that shot onto a third, and that's another one down. That's the Hibana off the board, just as I speak about her. He's going to make his way towards bar. He knows there's going to be people in cigar shop. He's going to find another. Will he find the fourth? He's going to light him up quite a bit. And that is, of course, Kajit, I believe. Yep, he is. He goes down as his official peak any second now. But no, the ace is going to be denied to the Jaeger. He's only going to have to save for a quad to just deploy as the Jackal will be going down as well. That's another big kill right there from Tsushima. Senpai himself is on the second floor as Menchi's going to go down as well. The kill should be confirmed in second now as the Bandit's coming around the breach on the office wall facing Yellow Stairs landing. There we go. Oh, he's just going to play around for a bit. The kill is confirmed finally as it's a 5v2 for Union Gaming to try and play instead. And Jason has to be very careful of the Legion playing on the Dragon Stairs. Thermite knows that there's somebody there. But no, Senpai is going to get that kill. And he's going to get another one. And Tsushima, good. That is, what, a 4K for him in this last round. And, no. Oh, look at that shot onto the column right there. What a play from Tsushima Goat, bringing himself back from the slightly less than stellar early game that he had back in the early rounds of this match. And your winners on Team Park are, of course, Esports.
Like that. Alright, the goal will start off a kill. Skip, that's the ash of the board. Water will be meeting and crossing parts along with the wall. But look at that. The Bandit is here watching up, trying to peek on rather. Darkside is here to get that refrag in, but that's not enough to equalize the man count. I've got to be very careful from the peak from the surface. Everyone goes down to pick that shot. Get the shot somehow onto the attacker, and then leave from Yakova is here. The Bandit. Oh boy! Swampy, yes he will. Does he find anybody? No, he wants a free fight and he's going to fall back. He's not going to connect the second shot as well. The ball goes both of them and he's going to get him away. So, I think he's making his way back up unless T-Boy once again he comes up. Money goes down, but the refrag is here right back in from Spidey. And that's another kill so far for the Hibana. So, in this round, and he's got himself a nice ass shot to help him walk into the soft crease, but the allies have to beat them on the motto. They're not actually going to care about it. Spidey time just straight up walking in, but Oxy's going to lose that fight in the air. It's all on the Spidey time. Spidey time gets a triple kill for himself. Can he get two more? He gets one. Almost a full kill. Does he get the E? The real question. Spidey time so far he's getting all the kills on the board for this team. He needs 5 seconds and a frag. Does he find the yellow? He doesn't know where she's playing. She gets her out. Whoa! He is the end! Oh my god!
Went for a peek, wasn't able to find anybody. Instead, a drone saw him as he's gonna go for the vertical angle, but no, Dipjol's just too good. And Skeefy is gonna go down. That is unfortunately how proceedings are gonna happen. And it's a hack shot onto blue and a rush towards side from the side of Valiance. Archangel transcription as Darkseid goes down as well. It's all down to Warhead to do anything about this. Will he be able to? No, he's actually downed and taken out as it's all down to Angry Bot to do something about this. Time required for the counter defuse. Angry Bot, of course, giving enough time for his team to confer, but he's going to go down to the ad.
That's really strong. You've got something on your hands. Retaban is going to make his way inside. the map and get a quick frag onto the player playing on 90. He's going to spot the Valk and he's going to get another shot. Lancer's going to go down in the process, and Esteban's going to get 2 as a C4 comes out from the side of Stoneheart. That's going to get Lancer and Invalid off the board. As Esteban is sitting inside, and he's going to get Stoneheart as well. This guy's just walking in. He's
Hopefully from the rotation from the diffuser, the defender's trying to make, and Nani on the other hand will eventually take out no skill. Raksan will be there to take out Tusker, eventually getting an axis here, but Nani on the meanwhile gets a quarter kill. He just needs one more kill for the ace, and there you have it, boys. Virtual 5 Esports with Nani making an ace and quite making an entry frag as well as a good place there.
Gone down, as Athar was not going to be paying attention, as it's all down to their Tamar in a 1v3 to clutch this out. So he has some time on his side. He has some calls from his drones, I believe, as he is going to go for the repel. His call has been, his position is known. Dhanu is going to be there. He's not going to be able to contest that. Melo is also going to peek him, who's going to lose his life, as Diffuse is going down from Raksan, but no Death Hammer is going to be there to take him out. So
but nope, 6-9 goes down. That's the sledge, and that is another huge kill. A lot of more utility that has just been taken out from Never Diamonds' arsenal. Yeager's gonna find another one somehow. He's still alive inside of Cigar Lounge. Cobra doing so much damage for his team. He's gonna go for the jump out. Will he find one more? No, he won't. And he will be cleaned up onto by Mojo. But there's another one. And the Doc gets taken out by Mojo as well. Mike cleans up onto one, but the Bear Name comes out. And that is a quick double kill from Veneno, as looks like level 0. All they wanted to do was jump out.
Sparko meanwhile gets caught up by Hasib. That's a Jaeger once again. Coming back alive. He's gonna spot the Nomad. Look at that shot from Hasib. What are you doing? The Jaeger gets that frag. What an amazing run out from Hasib, and the Jaeger is gonna convert that in fact. He's influential for Mercy so far. But at this pace, he's gotta get spotted out. He's gonna get a frag. That's one kill. He's gonna find another. Yes, he will. And a one tap. Hasib with the clutch comes in. 4 frags and a quad kill clutch from the man. I'm not sure. Oh boy, EX7 coming with the big, and he's gonna claim the life of MI7. It's all out of Ninja Freak in a 1 versus 2. He's gonna find the Mozzie, and he's got to find the Whack. Everybody will be solo at HP. He can even make this happen if he wants to. But the real question is, will he be able to do that or not? He has some cover for himself. Will be attempting the plan, and he'll be sticking it apparently. Oh, he's gonna find the Valkyrie. He doesn't know where the Mozzie is playing. He's gonna reattempt the plan, but this is going to be a bait plan most possibly. Oh, the P comes in, and Ninja Freak comes in with the 1 versus 2 clutch from the side of Mercenaries.
A bit of damage as well as he was going to be coming out. Poseidon has taken 1. Beat took another one actually. Make that a 2v2 right now. Make that a 1v2. It's all of a sudden down to Hasib, the castle. But do they get the plant up? Yes, they do. Beat is going for it, but he will be denied. Hasib with the play in the strategic position that he was in is going to deny the Thermite from going for the play.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. LG Ultragear gaming monitor.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the W Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege Season 4 qualifiers. And we are here for the last game of the day after a long-awaited need. And it is the match, long-awaited, can I say that, match between Last Warning and Almost Walkover. And on the beautiful Italian map of Villa, we're of course already in the ban phase right here. And the first ban will be from the side of Last Warning. They're going to be taking down the Thatcher, a standard ban yet again, because of course of Thatcher's sheer utility potential. And utility denial potential for the side of defenders. Last Warning, don't want to play against that. Almost Walkover, we've seen them in the qualifiers many times. They've been taken out in various phases of the qualifiers. Will they be able to make it this time? That is the question. They're going to be taking down the Jackal of the board. Another fairly standard ban right here, as we're going to move to defender bans. And a quick decision from Walkover is going to result in banning the Mira. And Mira, when it comes to Villa, obviously understandable that you would want her off the board. Mira is fairly useful in most sites, I would say. Pretty much all three defender sites, all three good defender sites, or most played defender sites, if you will. Mira has been fairly instrumental in certain situations, but then again, pretty powerful. Black Mirrors not going to be in play, while Last Warning, they will be taking out Clash, as that is going to be the last defender ban of the map, of the match itself. And those are your bans. Thatcher, Jackal, Mira, and Clash are out of the game, and we'll be moving into round one really nice and quickly. Let's have a quick look at both of the teams right here. We've got Gypsy, Spaceman, Jinx, Angrybot, and Shoaib. And from the side of Last Warning, excuse me, we've got Gunmaker, Slay, CA, okay, I'm not really sure how to pronounce that one. Nox One, Juice World, and Zuper. Okay, not Super, Zuper. That's another one to add to the list, of course, as Gunmaker is going to be taking the 6-pick out of the Ella, and we are going to be moving to second floor statutory, trophy and statutory, that is. Nice and quickly indeed. The Valkyrie is in play from Gunmaker, and we are going to be up and running with the first round of this match. I do apologize for the wait, there's post-update, sometimes these things happen, starting the game, downloading updates, and even though it was a smaller update, sometimes some things can go wrong here and there, so one has to be careful with how they get done with these things. And it's always, some sort of connection issue or whatnot. It should be very interesting to see how both of these teams play this map. Both Foxy and I were having this conversation between ourselves, of course, before the match began. And, Almost Walkover might take it, but so could Last Warning. It's been one of those days as qualifiers we've seen mostly fairly emphatic takes, shall we say. 7-3s, 7-4s, and a 7-1. That was the match earlier in this stream, that was between Grind Gaming and Aztec Esports on the map of Cafe Dostoevsky. As round one, the action phase of round one is going to be underway. Valkyrie putting down her cameras all over the place, as it were. One went inside a bathroom, as far as I'm aware. And interesting camera there. It's not going to give her any callouts to see where the attackers are inside a bathroom, unless it's been put low enough to get a perspective. I don't think it will. Again, until Gunmaker goes into his cams. Ooh, Spaceman, however, is going to find Slay. That is the Mozzie off the board. And that is the Zofia taking a kill for himself. Spaceman sitting inside a study right now. Not really going to be able to do a whole lot. He's got the Ash for support, as Angrybot is going to be pushing in. And the 90 hallway is being held down by Gypsy. As Spaceman's going to find the Bandit as well. That's knocks one down. And that is another big kill. 2 roamers off the board. Mozzie and the Bandit gone. And a goo mine in the shin of Spaceman for his troubles. That is, of course, the Legion being put into play right there. But now the Zofia is pushing in towards the site. As, oh no, he doesn't see the prone peek coming in. He goes into the drone, but at the wrong time. And Gunmaker with a beautiful play is going to get that kill onto the Zofia. There is the Ash Angrybot here to try and reflag, but he's not going to see the Valkyrie because she is, of course, using the cover inside a site very well. Another prone peek, actually, but he's going to stand back up instead. Angrybot, he's got to be careful. Playing classical hallway. There's a defender next to the door of statutory that could take him out as well. Shots are being fired, traded for that matter, as the drone comes in from the side of the attackers. Jinx, in the meanwhile, made his way in towards walk-in closet. He's going to try to make his way in to break the wall open. But there's the batteries right there, stopping him from doing that, and that is where the sledge comes in. Gunmaker going to find another one. That is Angry Bot off the board. As a Super finds another one. That's Shoaib down as well. It's all down to Jinx and Jispy. Very, very interesting indeed the way this round has progressed. Walkover had a good advantage on the back of Spaceman, but looks like they aren't going to be able to capitalize on it, or will they? Gunmaker's a little lit, but Juice WRLD and Zuper are on full HP. The Goo Mine goes into the shin of Gypsy. In the meanwhile, he's going to take that out nice and quickly. Takes a bit of damage from it. Of course, he was trying to cover his flank, as Jinx is going to get the hard breach done in the meanwhile. Oh, very close. The Valkyrie came out from the Valkyrie right there, but there we go. Gunmaker goes down, Gypsy with the kill. Getting a little bit of revenge right there for all of the kills that the Valkyrie has gotten. But the Legion's here with the peek. He finds almost Gypsy, and that is Juice WRLD with the kill. It's all down to Jinx against Zuper and Juice WRLD. Will he be able to do this? Is the question here. 1v2 right now, but no, he won't. Juice WRLD with the peek is going to take down Jinx, and that is going to be the kill secured for the side of Last Warning. They get round 1 in their favor, and the first round on defense goes to them. All right, round 1 goes to the side of Last Warning, excuse me, on the defense right there, as we'll be moving to second floor Aviators right now from the side of them, of course. Almost Walkover. They need to get their attack rounds in, as wow, BattleEye is really going ham today. Another one of those short band waves that we get to see every now and again, and good on BattleEye for that. But we'll be moving into Aviator games nice and quickly from the side of Last Warning. Looks like they will be bringing in the Ella this time around. And it should be interesting to see how her Gershmots get used, how her SMG gets used, if that is, yes, that is in fact the case. Nox One bringing in the Scorpion as it's an SMG of contention, of course. We all remember what an absolute terror Ella was in when she was released, for quite a while for that matter, until she got her eventual big nerf, and then it was nerf after nerf until she is where she is today. And there have been a few like smaller buffs here and there, but you know, nothing compares. No nerf tail really will compare to the tail of the nerf beard. Poor old Blackbeard, man. Then again, it was deserved, and even to this day, Blackbeard is a quite controversial operator when it comes to Rainbow Six Siege. So, it remains to be seen how he will be dealt with in future, as Slay is going to be going for a bit of a peek right here outside of the first floor bathroom, and he might have a body or two in front of him from the side of Almost Walkover. The cam above this little partition wall that's that's outside that he's looking at got taken out. That's the default cam right there. But now, Walkover, they need to get their first round on board. They need to get this. If not, they will be in a bit of a pinch. And the Jaeger goes for the peek on to Angry Bot, who's on the stable yard roof right now. The mini roof, as it were. But Zuper, he's alive with no HP lost, and no HP lost from the side of Angry Bot as well. Both of them, of course, sitting in the 90 hallway, as the Jaeger has actually moved back towards Vault. In the meanwhile, Nox One is holding down the end of Classical Hallway, the office end, that is, and Juice WRLD playing the Legion. Slay on the big roam right here, the long roam in living room, right below site for that matter. Next to him, of course, is the red carpet hallway, as is the bars on Vigil's ability were going off. That means there may have been a drone next to him, as Spaceman and the rest of the attackers, Almost Walkover that is, are trying to make their way towards this 90 hallway area, but they've got to be careful of the roamer on below. That is the Vigil. Drones coming out from Walkover. They're trying to find where these defenders are sitting, and there are, of course, a couple of defenders inside his sight, quite a few in that. For that matter, the only one who's not really around sight is Slay the Vigil, but again, whether or not he'll be found remains to be seen. Jinx, in the meanwhile, droning away inside his sight. Flashbangs are coming in to burn out the ADSs, as now the push is going to be heating up. There's less than a minute 30 remaining, and Walkover, it's now or never. The push has to come in, but a Gershmont goes off. That will give the signal that there is somebody approaching the 90 hallways area, and that's the Ash, and Spaceman will win. That is a Gunmaker downed, and another kill was confirmed by an attacker. In the meanwhile, that is Angry Bot onto Zuper, and 90 control has almost been given up, but there is still the Ella, I believe that is. Juice WRLD takes a lot of damage in the meanwhile, as the Legion has to be very careful about where he plays. Slay has to come in for a peek now or never, but no, he's going to be below with a vertical angle on towards, was that astronomy we saw? Meanwhile, the vault wall is going to be opened by the Thermite. That's going to give them an access to side. Juice WRLD very low on HP. He needs support from his teammates. No, Nox One sitting at the end of Classical Hall, but he's still got 90 on lock, almost, shall we say. As Slay, he's got to make his way back to side, but Juice WRLD will be taken down. That's Angrybot with a double kill for himself. Slay's got to make his way back to side. He's going to go up red carpet, be seen and taken off the board. It's all down to the Ella in a 1v5 baseline situation. Nox1 is shooting away. Will he find the Ash? No, he won't. He misses his shots, and the shots are fired. And Spaceman with the pre-fire shuts him down. And that's a flawless round for almost walkover on round 2, taking the second round for themselves. And what an emphatic round 2 indeed. A flawless round to proceed on to round 3. 1-1 is the scoreline.
Really well played by Almost Walkover in that round. Definitely got to give them the ups for that. The push from Gypsy and Spaceman really did wonders for them. They made sure that they get the control done on towards the... Yeah, it was exactly a horizontal push, I get it. They got the 90 control done, the 90 breach as well. Not enough challenge that we did see the defensive put out to them. Let's see if they'll be able to do that as we go ahead later into this matchup. Round 3 will be underway. And once again, Aviator and Games Room is the site that they'll be attempting to go on. Just a second here as I... There we go. A little bit of a... Alright, I was almost about to spell out an entire advertisement for a horse sore throat. Anyways. We'll be seeing Slay later on his ADS. Gunmaker will be coming out of the Vamai charges as well. Definitely there is a shielding there, but this time TLR, so it's going to be from the Vamai instead. Juice WRLD is going to bring out the... I just realized I unknowingly made a dark joke. Super will be playing the Legion as well. Going to make sure that the intel trade-off as well. At least a little bit of a speed bump that the attackers have for them. Stop. Let's see, going ahead, how that is going to turn out for them. Really good drone positioning coming out, and the drone economy, in fact, from Almost Walkover, so perfectly done. Every single drone is alive, and they're pleased. Watch a possible flank coming up. Meanwhile, Nox has suddenly become Magneto. He's able to bend things and crush things with solely with the power of his mind, as we will be seeing possible push from the side of the attackers happen on the side of Astronomy. We're still seeing Slay hold this angle down. He's not playing the Whistle this time around. He's got the Jaeger on board. Might as well be something that he needs to make happen. Let's see. A nade comes out that almost claimed the Jaeger over there. I don't think Gypsy... Oh, Gypsy! He loses his life. Amazing shot. Beautiful shot indeed from Slay. Look at that play from the man indeed. The Ash comes up with a little bit of a pre-fire that's not going to connect to anything though. But the pings out what are coming alive, and Slay still intending to take that fight. Very ballsy. Does he win it? No, he won't. He's going to get taken out a little too early. Super will be playing on the side Atlantic. He's going to fall back as well. One man lost, at least in terms of how they were trying to pan that out. Let's see if it's still an advantage that they can walk away with. Nox has got himself the bandit battery in hand, and that is how he intends to play this match. All right. Like I said, he has the power of the gods, siege gods with him. He can shoot bullets just right out of thin air. He can do that. He's Neo, and this is the Matrix. We'll be seeing the drone come out. He's got one of them. No, he's gonna not take it out. A little bit of a pre-fire, obviously from the invisible MP7 does come in. Meanwhile, Angrybot is gonna take the fall. I'm not sure how he went down though. Was that Super coming alive with his pre-fire? Yes, it was, I believe. He'll be going in with the revive as well. Not much damage done, in terms of the life that could have been claimed, but that is definitely a damage that will help them eventually in the gunfight that they intend to take out. Let's see if Last Warning will be able to walk away with this or not. It's definitely cutting close here. Jinx will make his way back while Spaceman has already established control over the 90 hallway. Angrybot making sure the utilities being drained. That is the ADS charges are going off in distance, and there you go. The sound of the concussive mine hitting one of the defenders is what gives off more work. Oh boy! Spaceman goes for a really ballsy peek, but Super is going to be the one to claim the life of Angrybot. That's his OP off the board. I was not expecting the Ash to do that. Very honestly, I was not. Let's see if Spaceman converts this into a victory. He flashes himself, and so is his teammate. Not to fall back, but the Mute is the one who's going to lose his head from Shohei. What a shot coming in from Jix. Gets another frag. Super will be playing awfully close to the vault area. Well, Gunmaker, he's the one to find one. Does he find two? No, he won't. He gets shut down by the Nomad. And the Nomad comes alive. Shohei with the plays, man. Almost walk away with this match. All but the back of the A play from Nomad. The push and the impactful frags. It's a 3K for the man. And that is going to secure the attackers. Another round on board. 4 will be underway.
Well, unfortunately, the Siege Gods may have been on the side of the Bandit, bestowing him with the mystical Matrix power of shooting out of the Bandit battery. It didn't turn out to be enough for the side of Last Warning, as they're going to be heading back to second floor trophy, of course, now that that side has been unlocked. A little bit worse for wear, shall we say, but then again, trophy is the side that they did win earlier, so they might be able to pull off a similar victory right now on round 4. But 2-1 is the scoreline, and Almost Walkover had 2 great rounds for that matter, especially in the last round. It was, I think, a 3 versus 4 that they managed to turn into a 3 versus not. And, well, a 2 versus not. The Ash did still go down, but still. It was well done from them, getting the push in, getting kills in, albeit a slightly too concentrated on towards the landing door of Aviator. And the fact that they got away with that, kudos to them for winning their gunfights. But I'm pretty sure if they keep doing that, they'll get predictable. And Last Warning will know that, hey, they're going to do this. Let's just hold this area down, and that's it. So, you know, they got to avoid getting too predictable. And, of course, Last Warning have to make sure that they get their own gears rolling and not let Walkover get too many rounds on attack. Because if Walkover do, then going into defense will be their advantage. Villa is one of those maps. It's kind of like what Border is, really, in which it tends to swing very wildly in either team's favor. But on some days, I'd say most days it's a defender-centered map, really, with the way Siege is right now. But it can change, of course. We had Bandit, that knocks one out for a spawn peek, but he wasn't going to find one. But will Slay find one? He will. That's Gypsy downed. But does Slay know that? I don't think he knows that he downed Gypsy. Of course, points are turned off in the Pro League HUD system. And unfortunately, Gypsy, he will be alive, well, barely alive, hanging on by a thread, as it were. He's got to be revived by one of his teammates, and that looks like it's got to be Jinx, the man with the diffuser, the thermite, rushing to save his buddy from across the Atlantic Ocean. As, meanwhile, the defenders, again, unaware that they had a down and almost a very big kill. As Valkyrie, that Zuper has been spotted up by the drone coming in from landing. But there's Spaceman with the kill onto Slay. The Zofia has been spotted, and Zuper might just go for this peek. He will, but he will lose that gunfight. The MPX versus the 762, and the 762 wins comfortably this time. And that's 2 big defenders down. Slay and Zuper are off the board. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a 5 versus 3 for Almost Walkover to take full advantage of. Noxman playing inside of Astronomy, giving support to Juice WRLD from inside of Trophy, that is. While Gunmaker holding down Bedroom all on his lonesome. Not a good situation to be in for Last Warning, of course, but Walkover, they still need to find these last 3 defenders, because if there's anything that Last Warning will definitely like to do is deny the diffuser if they go for the plant. Then Jinx and everyone in Walkover will be aware of that, as shots are being fired by Jinx. As I speak the man's name, the 556 goes off, and Gunmaker, he wants to go for the angle, that the long angle from inside the bedroom towards the office wall, window that is, but he won't be able to because there's droning happening. Meanwhile, there's push from Walkover on the Fox window right now, as Noxman is going to be going for a flank. Gypsy, however, finds Gunmaker. Knocks one with a bit of lag. Unfortunately, stops him dead in his tracks as Juice WRLD is being lit up inside of Trophy right now. That is Spaceman, I think. Yep, that is the Ash right there. And there's a push into Bedroom as well. Looks like the hard breach has been done. Juice WRLD unfortunately misses his shots, gives away his position to all the attackers that, hey, I'm in Trophy Room right now. And this might be a peak he might not win. Noxman going for the flank from inside the bathroom. Will he win? No, he won't. Gypsy finds him, but the plant is denied. And that's a good shot, but it's all in a 1v4, and he won't be able to do anything. Angrybot shuts him down. And as the Legion falls, round 4 goes to the side of Almost Walkover. And this is looking like a situation where Walkover are definitely walking over. But will they keep walking over is the question right here. Or will this be their last warning?
Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard. Meanwhile, we'll be proceeding to round 5. Definitely, Last Warning is not finding themselves a comfortable pace here on Villa. It's not exactly been their show. And mind you, Villa happens to be a defender-favored map. So essentially, your priority is getting maximum rounds on board. But that's something that we're not seeing them do, at least not as of now. Something they haven't pulled off yet. Maybe they might later on. Let's see if that's going to be the case or not. Mozzie 6 picked on the mute. Very interesting. Let's see if that turns out to be a little bit of a difference that they want to exhibit or not. We're going ahead with the site once again on the trophy and statutory. This time around, the castle and the mute will be in play. Very interesting. That means that does give them the OG combo, you know, the castle barricades and the mute. German making sure that you don't have all the while more intel to work with, and more than that, you'll have to use a lot of utility to get through this defense. Will we see last warning? Hold this down on the side of trophy, games room. That is because an extended roam at this point, I wouldn't really recommend it. Very honestly, I get it. The fact that almost walk over to go for a horizontal push all the way from the side of the south end towards the north, but here's the differential. You don't have enough utility being expelled here. I don't even think that you're spending your castle barricades on isolating the entirety of study room, but there's no reinforcements on these walls. It's essentially no work being done. And side of almost walkovers, they're running Gypsy on the sledge, they're running Spaceman on the Ash, they are running Angry Bot on the Zofia. That's more than enough soft breeze that they need. Like I said, it's not essentially a good. There you go. There's literally nothing that made a difference for them. They've got to realize the fact that if you're trying to hold something, you might as well send some, maximum utility to make that happen. Essentially, just the abandonment of utility being thrown around, and yeah, they're just making sure they're stalling the attack. But that is still not a job well done right now. We'll still be seeing Gunmaker hold down this trophy entrance all the way under the 90 hallway. Might as well find somebody here. Let's see if he'll be able to do that or not. A prone peak comes in onto the 90 hallway window, but not a conversion that he's looking for so far. Maestro's drone just gets spotted up, and the Ash is pushing up really closely. Oh, he's going to open that up. All right. But he ballsy there, but Gunmaker got to be the one who takes advantage of the situation. Meanwhile, the peak comes in and the shot connects. Gypsy goes down off the rappel game once again. Looks like he's just not a window player. Gunmaker, meanwhile, is going to get refragged right back from Spaceman. The Ash did manage to make that push in perfectly well. Let's see if still there are conversions left to be made. Nox, excuse me.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Yeah, Nox, he's got a really good angle employing the entrance to trophy. He'll also be stopping that push coming in from Spaceman. That is, if he wins that gunfight, the Alpha sprays, that's not going to connect to anything that G36C in the hands. Or the R4C rather, excuse me, is what is going to be the case. So there we go, as I confirm it, the R4C. Seeing Spaceman move back, but Juice WRLD will be awfully close to Sofia. You might as well pick this fight whenever he wants to, but Nomad, what is she doing? Alright, she's leaving the game, that's what she's doing. We'll be seeing the Legion come up with a very... Wait a minute. There we go. The Legion will be coming up with a very close gunfight with the Sofia any moment now. I don't think Angrybot knows somebody playing awfully close. Oh, he doesn't, but he's still gonna face check that. Who gets that frag instead? Headshot is past the Legion. He made his way back to site, and Nox is gonna take the fall as well. Meanwhile, it's on a Zuper and Slay. Slay's on his flank here, but the flank was covered by Nomad, who's not alive anymore. Zuper will be on site. He's inside bathtub. We did see him play there a moment ago. A little bit of a rotate, bound to get caught off, and yes, he will. Spaceman is going to get that frag very gladly. And it's all down to Slay. He's going to get a frag onto his fellow FBI operator. Does he find one more? No, he won't. Whipping his shots. Too ecstatic. We will be seeing almost walk away with round 5 as well, as we will be going into the rehost that is on round 5. Rehost will be underway as I confirm it. Round 6 will be beginning. Just a moment, guys. We'll be back. 4-1 in the scoreline. Let's see if we are seeing a comeback happen from the side of the defense, or will we still see almost walkover, completely walkover the side of last warning. Be right back in just a moment.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to what should have been the game between Last Warning and Almost Walkover, but unfortunately, ever since going for the rehost, Almost Walkover have taken far too long to get back into the lobby. So the decision has been taken with communication from the admins, of course, that we are going to be pushing this game offline. And yeah, the results will, of course, come in, and we will know who will be playing in the next stage of the qualifiers tomorrow onwards. But yeah, unfortunately for all of our viewers who were looking forward to this match very much, we do apologize a lot, and only naturally so. Both of us as casters were also looking forward to this game, and it looked to be a great game. But unfortunately, sometimes time is a massive constraint. So, with all that being said, we are going to be finishing the stream here once again on a bit of a downer note. But a quick rundown for all of our viewers for everything that happened throughout the day. Seven Sky Esports versus Sage Elites happened on Clubhouse. That was the first match of the day, 7-4 to Sage Elites. Well played to them. Pluton Esports took on Skybound on the same map of Clubhouse, and Skybound won that 7-3. Once again, well played to them. Grind Gaming took on Aztec Esports. That was the earlier match, the first match of this stream on Cafe Dostoevsky. And Aztec Esports took that match 7-1. Are you kidding me? Foxy. You can't make me say that the match is going offline and then tell me that he's back. We're going live with this.
What do I do? Okay, see. All right, guys. See. I don't blackjack that. We cannot help it. Got to go with it. Whatever's happened, it happened, etc., etc. But he's back. And I don't want to deprive the audience of an amazing match. I mean, definitely we can. If we can close that up, we will close that up. My bad on telling you that blackjack. But we're here. Back on round 6, and quite the delay. But mind you, there's no more available for either of the teams, as one of the teams actually happened to come a little too late in the lobby. That's why Last warning lost their reuse request already, and now they have lost the side of the attackers have lost their reuse request as well. But we here. We're back in the game. So here's the thing, all right. So the reason it takes time to go for the rehost is because the players don't join up quickly, and that is something that me and the admins have been trying to fix from day one. But sometimes there's just some circumstances that you cannot just foresee, or there's always that little bit of ups and downs always that happen. So there's some power cut happening, there's some internet issues, there's Uplay bugging out sometimes, and that's why sometimes it does take a while for us to go into the rehost lobbies, and that is what eats up a lot of time sometimes. But that being said, we will be up and running with this matchup now, back again on the map of Villa. We'll be seeing the site is going to be downstairs, that is kitchen and dining, very interestingly. All right, what they want to go for as last warning, this defensive side before we go into roll swap, and definitely they want to make this play happen. That is something that they will be going into. A little bit of a ping issue there from Nox, I believe. Not exactly having a great day in terms of how the ping is going for him. And so we will be going ahead with this matchup very nice and easy. Gunmaker, the Valkyrie, is going to make sure that the Valkyrie camps are brought on board for him, and as well as that, also be seeing a little bit of a C4 play come out from him. Let's see if that is a conversion that we are still waiting to make happen. Juice WRLD, meanwhile, the Legion, he's making sure that all of the Legion mines are packed and ready, but Super is not able to make movement. Nox has gone way over the ping limit. Oh boy, they're having a really bad time. This is the last warning. Definitely not the way. Not a ping you want to be fighting on. I'm not sure what's up with Super though. He looks alright. He looks okay. 50 ping is not bad. So, yeah, alright. Being said, we will be proceeding ahead with this matchup. Bandit just making sure that his movement is properly tracked. He's just not having to zone out a little bit over there. Still be seeing, because he's being a little ecstatic. It's okay. He wants to find some early frags in for himself. Still trying to find though. It's not much done. He's got the C4 in his back pocket as well, along with Gunmaker. All right. C4 from Gunmaker, just as I spoke about, got taken off. That's a wasted C4 now that there's no conversions being made on that. Almost walkover have completely made their top floor control very well done. In fact, they've made sure that they got their top control in. Yeah, that is good. That is great. In fact, let's see if they'll be making this push happen downstairs or not. Pretty close to making this, getting closer to match point. In fact, Juice WRLD's playing on side. Gunmaker takes a few shots from the Nomad. Cannot fall back and forth until he finds the head of her though. But will he find that is a real question. Tupo is still playing downstairs on the basement stairs, that is for the astronomy area. Slay will be on the bottom of the red stairs. Very interesting and a good maneuver indeed. Nox has got a little bit of a free fire coming in with the hatch, but nothing to convert over here. Alright, there's a walk-in from one of these attackers, that is Angry Bot. He's gonna get a double. That's a nice shot out of Nox and Gunmaker. Both of them will go down. Let's see if he finds a few more or not. The Jaeger does get noticed, but he's gonna move back up. And the Nomad shots want to go to shake things for the side of the defense. Or the Jaeger comes in with a peek, but that's another kill for the Yak. Look at the play from Angry Bot here. He's definitely cutting through the side of the defense. Legion a little bit quicker for the Ash. He's going to find the head and take it out as well. Shot on the Super and Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD knows there's a peek coming in from the IQ. I believe that is, got to go for this aggression whenever he wants to. That only stands to see if he'll be able to do that or not. Still waiting on this angle. Nothing convert. He's going to have to fall back. But now the information trade-off has already happened. He's going to go for a long rotate, possibly a run-out that he wants to make happen. No impacts to go for that insta run-out, but Super is here to get a frag. That's one of the headshots taken off the board. Does he find few more heads? It's the real question. Everybody's so invested onto getting the frag onto the Legion that they've completely forgotten of the Bandit. And Super is going to take full advantage of that. Another frag comes out, but frag exchange is what is happening, and almost Spaceman is going to get another frag. He's still busy reloading. Oh, the bait and switch comes in. He's got the pistol in hand and almost walkover. Wins with that pistol play from the IQ Spaceman, making sure the pistol comes alive for himself and his team. In fact, the GSG9 duo though, not working out exactly the way they wanted to. A good attempt from the Bandit indeed, but not enough to convert that into a victory. Round 7 with the role swap will be underway. 5-1 is the scoreline. Let's see if Almost Walkover taking away this onto match point. Will we see a possible comeback coming in from the side of the attackers now? That is last warning.
Well, looks like Almost Walkover did not lose their momentum going into the rather long rehos that we had, but still coming back into the game at hand. Of course, Aviator and Games Room is going to be the site of choice on a round 7 from the side of Walkover, and Spaceman's going to go for the 6 pick out of the Valkyrie into the Mozzie right here, as round 7 will be in play nice and quickly, and it will be interesting to see whether or not Last Warning can pull off some sort of last minute clutch right here to deny the match point, or maybe even push for overtime should Almost Walkover get the match point round. Again, it really comes down to whether or not this is going to go the way of Last Warning, or if from here on out, of course, or if Almost Walkover managed to continue winning. Looks like we've got a bit of a loading situation. Nope, we are good. The game is in as Nox 1 has a massive ping issue right here. 1600 ping. Oh boy, nope, it's coming down. It is coming down indeed. Nox 1. Nope, it's gone back up. Never mind. I mean, at this rate, I'm surprised that the game hasn't automatically picked him out. 700 ping right now. It's somewhat coming down, but it's kind of really high as well. Not really sure how the side of Last Warning are going to deal with this, because as Foxy explained, of course, they don't have a rehost. Walkover, of course, used up theirs. So with that being said, we're going to be moving into round 7 with this unfortunate situation at hand. And looks like there's a bit of a utility dump happening here from the side of the defenders all the way towards Trophy Statutory. With a rotate in and out of Astronomy as well, opening the hatch with the Super Shorty, Gypsy putting down another castle barricade, and a full-on bandit wall. That's the bedroom triple reinforcement, of course. He's asking for another one, of course, since a single defender isn't enough to cover the 3 reinforcements, but looks like he's got that on Statutory. Very interesting use of utility right here from the side of Almost Walkover, deciding, all right, we'll just go for a full play on the other side of the map as well. 3-2 division between ourselves, and let's do this. There's the Zilphia on the trophy balcony, excuse me, office balcony. The drone, that's her drone, of course, is the one that spots out the Mozzie, playing the P10 Roni as well. Spaceman, props to the man, as Vault has been left open as well. Interestingly enough, from Almost Walkover. Looks like, oh, Juice WRLD actually is down. In the meanwhile, the IQ looks like fell off the roof, I think. Not a great situation to be in. Yep, that fall definitely downs, especially at the bottom of the stairs. Looks like that's where the IQ landed. And unfortunate for Juice WRLD, but he's going to be left there for the time being. Nox One's going to find Spaceman in the meanwhile. That is the Mozzie off the board. And that Mozzie, of course, was inside his sight. Juice WRLD in the meanwhile. Not a great situation to be in. I think the Ash is coming in for the revive. Yes, she is. She's sprinting. She's trying. And I think she'll be able to get there in time. Slay, of course, the man, the savior for his teammate, is here to get the revive in. That means, of course, Juice will be going back up to 20 HP right here. And round 7 will proceed with probably no further interruptions of players jumping off roofs. Jinx in the meanwhile, holding down. Oh, actually, Gypsy's the man holding down Classical Hallway right now. As Zuper's going to find Shoaib in the meanwhile. Shots are fired. As Zuper's found a double inside his sight. That's Jinx and Shoaib down. And now it's all down to Gypsy and Spaceman. And Angrybot, excuse me. Angrybot and Gypsy. I just said the wrong words, but Angrybot finds a couple in the meanwhile. Getting a couple of kills, starting things off for the defenders, but he's got a lot more to do, a lot more cleanup for him. The IQ's just by the bottom of the stairs. Does he know? Shots are going to be fired, but Angrybot, no damage done yet. There's another push happening from inside of Statutory. As does he know where that operator is sitting? I don't think he knows where Slay is sitting, and that's going to cost him his life, unfortunately. There goes Angrybot. It's a 1v3 now, all down to Gypsy, the castle with the UMP. He knows where these people are coming from, where the attackers are coming from, and the plant, he knows where that's probably going down. That's Gunmaker on the default spot behind the metal door, but he needs to fight the Ash, and he won't be able to, and Slay will be the man to get that kill. Last Warning finally get a second round on board for themselves, as round 7 is going to go in favor of the attackers once again. Last Warning with a second round on board for themselves. 5-2 is the scoreline going into round 8.
Well, round 8 is really going to the... excuse me. Just a little bit of a bad throat day, I believe, that I'm having. we'll be seeing the side of the attack now. Put another round on board, and quite the contrary. We've seen the difference. Oh, yeah, there you go. The Ash Elite is supposed to be 6th pick. Will Slay go for the 6th pick, though? Ash. She going for the 6th pick? Oh, no, he still picked that into another.
Well,
All right. This match will officially have to go into. It will go into an offline match. Yeah, we'll have to call the reused. That's something that you're not allowed to do, and yeah. So yeah, that is what is going to happen. Yeah, we're going to rehost, and that'll be the end. In fact, for tonight, as this match took a little long time. Go for. For this really long, so many things is happening. Blackjack, could you please take the mic so I get on with talking with the teams?
absolutely, Foxy. And looks like an unfortunate situation has occurred, and I'm pretty sure we can all see what that is, as this match is this time going to be pushed to offline. And yeah, that's going to be it for the matches of today. I've already given, of course, all of our viewers the rundown, seeing as I was told that this match would go offline about 5 minutes ago. But regardless of that, we are, yeah, that's going to be it for this match. That's going to be it for the day. Day 1 of the qualifiers ends on a bit of a somber note once again. And we'll be back tomorrow with more qualifier action for Season 4. Mind you, Season 4 is only just beginning, and there's going to be a lot more positives than, you know, sort of these small situations. So, with that being said, we'll see you tomorrow, and so good night, and stay tuned.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on. A 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.